little bit. Zaddy Chunk, right, and Ellie Soul broke up, right? It's coming out now, and I have not seen all of the reports, so I do need to get a little bit more information. But Ellie Soul had talked about it in her live. Ellie Soul, if you go watch her channel, girl, she talks very slow. Okay, Zaddy Chunk, who's Zaddy Chunk? B-Love's son. Okay. Now, I'm just going to be honest. This is not about, we're going to talk about it more tomorrow, but this is the deal. It's, you know, they had a whole conversation around being bisexual and stuff like that. I didn't know he was talking about being bisexual too. But word on the street, word on the curb is that Zaddy Chunk, he might be bisexual too. And that's his business. You know what I'm saying? If she wanted to date someone who's bisexual because she's bisexual, girl, that's your business. Okay. You want to have a bisexual man? Enjoy. Okay. I'm not sure what was going on, but apparently, word on the curb, and I don't know if this is true or not, but there was still some shenanigans going on. He alluded to something when he was talking about the situation, that he was talking to her. He talked to her about what the situation was, and she was cool with trying to move forward with the relationship. But you know, we know that she talked about being bisexual. He never really told us about his proclivity to being fluid. But look, it is what it is. They can have whatever type of relationship they want, but apparently whatever the relationship was, he was doing too much and he was not being honest with it, and they basically have parted ways. And B-Love and Nate sat down and talked about it, and B-Love was not happy. B-Love actually really liked Ellie. She met Ellie over the summer. If you remember, B-Love had everybody over to the house after they got the pool done and everything, and Ellie was there, and she really liked Ellie. She called Ellie marriage material, and really said that Dalvin fumbled the ball on this one, and that she was really disappointed that he couldn't make things work with her because she really liked her. And Nate basically agreed. But at the end of the day, if homie is into, you know, if he's into a certain lifestyle that she can't fulfill all of his needs and he needs met elsewhere, or he's just for the streets. You know, he looks like a nice guy and everything, but this is a guy who is making lots of money. His parents have made lots of money. He is doing his damn thing on his YouTube channel, and he can do what he wants to do. And if he's in a city where he can do and enjoy what he wants to enjoy, and he's got a beautiful woman who is down to be with him, and he doesn't appreciate that, well, sis, it's time to move on like she did. I don't blame her. I don't blame her, because if homie doesn't appreciate you for your goodies and for you being you and bringing what you bring, then you don't need him, sis. So that's been some news on the YouTube streets. Zaddy Chunk and Ellie Soul broke up. Ellie does have a channel, and she's been posting videos. And she basically dropped what happened. She also dropped some text messages. Diamond Life just reported on it recently. A couple of people have put up videos. Yeah, he's just a mukbang channel, but he always features his boo things on there, or he's got a friend on there. Zaddy Chunk rarely posts alone. I mean, he's always got some friends or company on his channel, and that's the son of B-Love, and he has a pretty successful mukbang channel, and he recently brought his girl on there, Ellie, and Ellie just started posting recently. Ellie just started her channel like 2 months ago, and Ellie came on. She was sitting in a hotel room, and she said she left. She left Houston, and she said she's not coming back. She said she wasn't speaking to him. When Dalvin, who's Zaddy Chunk, posted the other day, he said that, you know, she's talking to him again, but he felt good about the situation, but you know, it's still not back where he would want to, but at the end of the day, she was done with him. And you know, he runs with a certain crew. And the crew that he runs with, girl, we don't know really what's going on until he tells it. But B-Love does have a openly gay son. I don't know what Dalvin is. Dalvin has been with women. I don't know if the problem was that he was seeking out other relationships. Whether he's seeking out other relationships with men or women, at the end of the day, if he's seeking out relationships outside of their relationship, then it wasn't cool at all anyway, right? So no matter what it was, it just wasn't cool. So I don't know. But if you guys hadn't heard about it, get into it. B-Love's son, Zaddy Chunk, is in yet another romantical situation. He just broke up. He was dating a white girl for a minute. That was like his serious boo thing, and they broke up. And then soon after they broke up, he was with Ellie. And Ellie was a beautiful girl, Afro-Latina from Brazil. And her sister, she has identical, well, it's not identical. Her sister's maybe a couple years older than her. And she lives in New York, but Ellie left, went to New York, and she says she's not going back to Houston. She's done. So I don't know what Dalvin did, but whatever Dalvin did, homegirl is done with him. Okay. Earlier we talked about the Jacksons of Atlanta, and they were out here doing the most. Mr. Justin does not leave us lacking for entertainment. Mr. Justin knows what he's doing in the entertainment department. And girl, I'm getting a kick out of this channel. The Jacksons of Atlanta are funny to me. You think he's seeing another woman? Oh, okay. Word on the street, it was a man, but girl, that's just word on, because you know, girl, I do not know. I wasn't there, but that was word on the curb. Also the family just mukbangs to get coin. Absolutely. What's the other son's name? Not Dalvin and girl, what's the other one? The other son, they all do mukbangs. Remember that video of him and Jazz getting into it, and Jazz got a hand, and he got out of hand with her. She had that orange. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. They had a conversation about bisexuality during a mukbang. Girl, their mukbangs get a little bit spicy. And he said he was cool with it. And word on the curb is that might be him too. And I mean, if that's what it is, that's his business. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I dropped something. Hold on a second. That's their business. That wouldn't be for me. I don't want cheating, period. Right. I don't want, you know, me personally, that's my preference, to be with a man who wants to be with another man sexually. That's just my preference. And that's okay. Darius and Dalvin. Yes, there's a lot more to the story, Yanni. I would jump into it. It's quite interesting, quite juicy. Okay. But yeah, B-Love has two sons. One is in college, Mr. Darius, and he's a cutie, and he's such a nice young man.